Hello students, this is your chemistry class and we were doing chapter biomolecules. Biomolecules, as these are essential for the growth and development of body. These are present in body, and in this first we have covered carbohydrates, which are essential for the body. Different type of carbohydrates are present, like monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides. And saccharide word is given from the saccharum word, which means sugar or which is sweet in taste. Now next one is amino acids. Amino acids means these are those in which contain one is NH2 group, amine group, and second one is carboxylic group, COH group as a functional group. NH2, one is NH2 amino group and second one is carboxyl group, COOH group is present, are known as a amino acids. Like for example, CH, COH and NH2. This one is the amine group and COOH is the carboxylic group present. Those are known as the amino acids. Now types of amino acids. Amino acids are of two types. One is essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are those which cannot be synthesized in the body and must be obtained through diet, like valine, leucine. These are the examples which are essential amino acids which are not synthesized by the body, and these are taken through the diet. Non-essential amino acids are those which can be synthesized in the body, like glycine, alanine. These are the amino acids which are synthesized by the body. Now next one is zwitteriene form of amino acids. Zwitteriene form of amino acids means, like amino acids, these behaves like a salts other than the carboxylic and amino groups. Why these behaves like a salts? Because in this both acidic and basic groups are present. Acidic is COOH group and basic is amino group. These two groups are present in the same molecule, and in the aqueous solution carboxylic group lose protons and amino group accept the protons, which gives the dipolar ion, which is known as a zwitteriene, and this is neutral but contains both positive and negative charge. And in zwitterionic form, amino acids shows amphoteric behavior as they react both with the acids and the base. Next is the isoelectronic point. Isoelectronic point is that the pH at which this dipolar ion exists as a neutral and does not migrate to either to the cathode or to the anode. Means not moves to positive and negative electrodes. It behaves as a neutral. The pH at which it behaves as a neutral is known as a isoelectronic point. Next are the proteins. Proteins are the polymers of amino acids in which a number of amino acids link together by a peptide bond, and this polypeptide bond, more than 100 amino acids residues combine with each other having a high molecular mass higher than 10,000 unit, called proteins. Means these are the polymers of amino acids linked together by a peptide bond, and this polypeptide bond have a more than 10,000 mass units. And this peptide linkage is, what is this? In which amide link is formed by the condensation reactions between carboxylic group of one amino acids and amine group of another amino acids, like this one H2N CH this is first one. From this is only carboxylic group on one amino acids, and from this amino acid H2O and one amine group combined with the condensation, and this is known as a peptide linkage, which helps in the formation of proteins. And the sequence of this amino acid is said to be the primary structure of proteins. Now next one is the shape in which the long polypeptide chains can exist, and on the basis of this shape proteins can be classified into two types on the basis of their molecular shape. First one is fibrous protein and second one is globular proteins. Fibrous proteins means the polypeptide chains run parallel and held together by hydrogen and disulfide bonds. Held together by hydrogen and disulfide bonds. And fibers like structure is formed, and it is insoluble in water. Like example is keratin. Keratin which is present in hair, wool, silk, and myosin, which is present in the nucleus. These are the examples of fibrous proteins in which polypeptide chains run parallel, and those chains are held together by hydrogen and disulfide bonds. Second one is globular proteins. Globular proteins are the chains of polypeptide coils around to give spherical shape. That spherical shape gives the name that protein is known as a globular proteins. For example, insulin, albumin. These are the examples of globular proteins in which polymers coil around to give a spherical shape. That's why these proteins are known as a globular proteins. So these are the two types of proteins on the basis of their molecular shape. Rest we will do in the next video. Thank you.